Honored delegates, my name is Ivette Vera-Perez, and I am the President and CEO of the Canadian Hydrogen and Fuel Cells Association, CHFCA. It is with great pleasure that I speak to you today from Toronto, Canada, about the enormous opportunity that hydrogen energy represents for our country and for the world. As President and CEO, I would like to affirm the strong support of CHFCA, our provincial affiliates, and our over 170 members for the 13th World Renewable Energy Technology Congress and Expo. Thank you very much for having me here. The CHFCA shares a long-standing MOU with the Hydrogen Association of India, HAI, since 2015 to promote collaboration and reciprocal trade missions between Canada and India. I hope that my presentation today contributes to strengthening our links and results in new opportunities for collaboration. I'd like to tell you a little bit about the association now. We are a pan-Canadian organization with regional affiliates, supported by CHFCA as a national leader, but intimately connected with the regional ecosystems and stakeholders. We strive to be a unified voice for the hydrogen sector in Canada, acting as coordinator and ecosystem developer, promoting common priorities through industry engagement, government policy, and investment. We are recognized as a trusted advisor to federal and provincial government bodies in the creation of sound industrial policies and in the attraction of investments in the hydrogen sector. We have over 170 members spanning the whole hydrogen supply chain, from production to storage and transport and to utilization, and from startups to small and medium-sized companies to internationally recognized multinationals. At the Hydrogen Association, we celebrate hydrogen diversity. We are color agnostic when it comes to supporting hydrogen production pathways. Instead, we focus on hydrogen intensity, on cost, on availability, and on ability to scale. Let me tell you now a little bit about the Canadian hydrogen landscape. Canada has a world-class leading hydrogen industry, which has been at the forefront of national innovation for many decades. Canada is a large country with very distinctive regional strengths. Alberta and Quebec, for example, are two provinces leading in hydrogen production, with blue and green pathways, respectively. British Columbia is a leader in the fuel cell sector, with companies such as Ballard Power Systems and Greenlight Innovation at the forefront. Ontario brings over 100 years of experience in electrolysis, with players such as Cummins Hydrogenics, Next Hydrogen, and Hydrogen Optimize. Our companies export fuel cells products and services to at least 42 countries around the world, which represent 65% of the world population. Exports of clean technology products, such as fuel cells and electrolyzers, among other things, are positioned in Canada as a strong clean tech export leader, recognized across the world. And on the topic of exports, Canada is geographically well positioned to become a leader in hydrogen exports, with large, high quality of wind resources in Atlantic Canada and in Quebec, and in BC and Alberta, and its proximity to global markets in East Asia, Europe, and the US. We are looking to become a strong exporter of hydrogen in the next decades. This would not be possible without sound federal and provincial government action, key policy and multi-billion funding programs that support the deployment of hydrogen production, distribution, and applications. Some notable policies in Canada include, although are not limited to, national and provincial hydrogen strategies, net zero commitment by 2050, net zero electricity systems commitment by 2035, an increased price of carbon of to $170 per ton by 2030, newly released clean fuels regulations, and many more initiatives currently under development. The Canadian hydrogen strategy envisions the development of 130 hubs or clusters of hydrogen by 2030. These hubs would be interconnected through east-west, north-south corridors, which will result in economies of scale, reduced costs, and higher financial viability for all the companies in the sector. All this while achieving tremendous greenhouse gas emissions reductions and increased economic growth through jobs and wealth creation. Finally, I am very proud to highlight some examples of collaboration between the members of the Canadian Hydrogen Association and India. Some of the local Indian electrolyzer spurs from a joint venture from the 1990s from a Canadian family company called Electrolyzer Corp, which today is called Hydrogen Optimized in India. This partnership helped form Electrolyzer of the East that led to a few companies like Spire Energy, who is to this day commercializes the storage cells developed by this family company. So this is a beautiful story of collaboration, long-standing collaboration between both countries. Another story, ArcelorMittal Dofasco announced that it has successfully tested the use of green hydrogen in the production of direct iron, DRI, in its steel plant in Contrecoeur, Quebec. Arcelor also in the Dofasco plant in Hamilton, Ontario, has announced that it intends to decarbonize its steel producing operation at the Hamilton plant and that they will start using hydrogen in their facilities by 2028. So very soon. We are in 22 today. More on collaboration. Ballard Power Systems has an MOU with Adani for hydrogen fuel cells in India. And also, same company, Ballard Power Systems, has received a purchase order of 15 of the company's fuel cell modules from Tata Motors, a leading manufacturer in India. Other stories include Hydrogen in Motion's collaboration with H2E Power in Pune to develop a hydrogen-powered rickshaw, Canadian companies establishing satellite offices in India, such as Greenlight Innovation and Quadrogen, and all of these collaborations in addition to CHFCA's long-standing MOU with the Hydrogen Association of India, again, for reciprocal trade missions and collaboration between the countries. And with this, I would like to thank you again for the opportunity to speak to you today from Canada. I look forward to continued and increased collaboration between both countries in the hydrogen sector. I wish you a very successful conference. Thank you very much.